Hey everybody, Jake here from Bearded Gear, and I have a pouch to open, a pouch with a box in it. There's a beard hair stuck on there, that's gross. This is the fruits of a trade, you could say. My buddy MB Wild, who I've had on the podcast, we did the deep dive on Chris Reeve knives together. I've gotten pretty close to MB Wild, he's a really cool dude, and I had mentioned in passing in one of our group chats not too long ago that one of the knives I was considering selling or trading was my Pina Mula. And he had a Pina Mula before, ended up selling it to a buddy of his who was looking for it. And he's wanted to get one back in the collection. So he DM'd me and we worked it out so that I could get this. This is a Giant Mouse Ace Sonoma. And I'm really excited to check this knife out because it's been on my radar for quite a while. It's one of the few Giant Mouse knives that I haven't experienced, at least from the Ace line. And yeah, I'm excited to see it because this is one of the few that's built by Giant, which Giant builds some of my favorite knives, period, these days. So we're going to go ahead and bust into it. I'm going to use the knife that I just unboxed, this Pina X Series Swayback Large, which just came out of the box, but I'm pretty freaking excited about. This is another example of a really cool Giant built knife. Alright, so let's get into here and see what we're working with. Sweet. Alright. Little love note from MB Wild. Very cool dude. Appreciate it, man. I'll not read it out loud because it's for me. It's personal. Alright, so here is the Giant Mouse Ace box. This kind of confirms my suspicions that the boxes are different slightly from the ones they have built by Giant compared to the ones they have built in Italy, because my Giant Mouse Ace Riv, which is another Giant built example of a Giant Mouse, came in a box of this kind of finish. The ones that come from Italy are the same exact like box dimensionally and where they print on it and everything, but it's a different cardboard, which is funny. So yeah, this is the Sonoma in titanium, and this is the PVD coated one, so black handle scales, which I am excited about. He went ahead and taped this, so let's make a little incision here. That's a pleasant knife to do that with. I love that knife already. Alright, let's see what we are working with. So in here there's a little card, just their warranty information, I think. Congrats on your purchase. Alright, in some foam, and within the foam it's in some plastic. Let me put this back in the box and then close the box, because from here it's going to go in my knife case and the box is going to go up into my closet where I keep all my knife boxes in case I ever sell or trade them. Alright, so this is size wise I think exactly what I was expecting it to be. Sometimes knives surprise you, and once you get them in hand, they seem bigger or smaller than you were anticipating. No snail trails anywhere, just nice PVD coated black titanium frame. This one is a frame lock, and it's got this pretty wild looking clip on it. I do obviously, if you know me, prefer loop over style deep carry clips. I want to say that I saw Giant Mouse not that long ago start offering a deep carry clip that fits this one. I could totally be making that up and just remembering it wrong. It's definitely a possibility, but I'm gonna look into that, because if there is a deep carry clip for this, then I definitely want to try it. So I'll snoop around on their site today and see if that's a thing. But yeah, the finishing on this is nice. I like it. It's got the crown spine with the jimping placed forward. This looks good. Let's see how the action is. So I'm imagining I probably don't want to put pressure on the lock bar. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. I feel like my fingers kind of naturally come down and use the clip anyways. Oh. Wow, maybe I am pressing on the lock bar. What the? Oh, that is like seized up. Am I crazy? Is that just a strong detent? Ooh. Wow. Am I a psychopath? What is happening? I guess I'm pressing on the lock bar. Oh my gosh. I don't know if this detent is just the strongest thing in the world, or if I'm a crazy person. Close is fine. Oh man, I cannot get that flipper. I guess I have to be pressing on the lock bar somewhere for it to be. Yeah, if I do it over here. What in the world? Ow. That is not fun at all. What is happening? So, I'm not typically the kind of person who struggles with opening a knife. I feel like I'm pretty well versed in it at this point. Is that really just... I cannot open it. What in the world? That can't be right. There's no way. People like this knife. People talk about this being good. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I'm possibly... Like, I'm putting all of my fingers over here on the clip, so I'm not pressing on the lock bar. Okay. That's just... Is that detent that stiff? Wow, that sucks. That is not okay. I don't know. Maybe I'll figure out something that makes more sense in terms of where to position my hand, but that's really not comfortable. Like, I'm putting my fingers all the way back here onto the clip, and then I have to kind of put my thumb to brace over here because the thing is so skinny. Oh man, that sucks. I'm like digging my fingers into the gaps of this clip, and that is not comfortable at all. All right, let's move past that for a second because, oh yeah, that is not going to be, this knife's not going to stick around if I can't figure something out. But ergonomically, feels pretty good in my hand. Feels nice. It's a nice little forward choil there. It's nice and slender profile. Interesting. All right, well, it's out of the box. This one's an M390. It's part of the Ace line. I'm going to have to figure out if I can get this down a little better, because if I can't, this is immediately getting sold or traded. I do not like that one bit. What is that? Why? Oh, it should not be that difficult. That is, I mean, I don't know how to sugarcoat that. I like Giant Mouse, like the guys over there at this point. Vox Nays and are both awesome. Jim, who's behind Giant Mouse, is awesome. But that should not be so difficult to open. That detent is really stiff. Even when I'm like, right now, see, I'm making sure that I'm holding it a weird way and then just using my thumb to be sure that I don't have any pressure on the lock bar. And it's really stiff, that detent. I don't know. Maybe I need to take it apart, see if I'd like figure something out on it. It's centered. There's no play. I feel like the pivot is where it needs to be. It's also dropping decently, so it doesn't seem overly tightened. That is just like inexcusably difficult to open. Why? Why is that a thing? All right, it's out of the box. We'll see if I can figure it out, I guess. Yeah, if I can't, then I will be immediately letting this one go and not even reviewing it, because I don't have patience for a knife that is that difficult to open on a flipper. It's just a flipper. Am I thinking about it too much? Nope, because if I put any pressure there... Oh, yeah, all right. No, that's going to be it for this one, guys. It's out of the box. We'll see you on the next one.